One of the most common requests that I have is to tell somebody how to make a hollandaise sauce. So we're going to show you every stage of making the sauce now from start to finish. And the very, very first stage is to make a reduction. Very, very finely chopped shallots, white wine vinegar and white wine. Put it all into a pan and take that all the way down until the bottom of the pan is glazed, but not burnt and not a liquid there, because then it'll be a little bit too strong. So I'll show you how to do that. Right, I've got a pan on the stove and we're going to take very finely chopped shallots, vinegar, white wine, put all that into the pan, bring it to the boil, and then just start to reduce that all the way down. As I said, we don't want to have any liquid left, really. The pan's going to be almost totally dry. Right. I've boiled off most of the liquid. There's still a little bit in the bottom there, so we keep on going. But you've got to keep an eye on this. You can't walk away from this or you will burn the pan. And this is going to be the base for a hollandaise sauce. And once you've got a hollandaise, then just by a simple addition of tarragon and parsley, we can turn that into a lovely béarnaise sauce. So this is great with fish, any fish that you want. Hollandaise is amazing. And then the fuller flavours will go with either a stronger flavoured fish, or for me personally, this is the best sauce in the world to serve with a steak. So now you can see the residue. Very little left in the pan. It's almost dry. The last few bubbles of the moisture. If I turn the pan on the side now, you're just down to half a tablespoon possibly. That will do. I don't want to burn the pan, and that's the reduction made. So we're going to take the reduction that we've just made. We're going to put it into a bowl. Onto that, we're going to add a ladle of water, and 3 egg yolks. And we're going to put that now over a bain-marie, and we're going to whisk it until we get a wonderful rich foam. A foam that on the palate just doesn't disappear. You can feel the texture on the mouth, and you've got to raise this temperature, whisking continuously, increase the volume, and cook that egg yolk so that it'll hold the butter when we put the butter into it at the next stage. So we've got a pan with boiling water. And now we're going to put our egg yolks, water, reduction, over the bain-marie. And now we've got to start to whisk. And we want to thicken these egg yolks with the heat of the boiling water from the bain-marie underneath. And we've got to increase the volume to get this really light, really fluffy texture of the hollandaise. And whilst this is cooking, I've also got another pan separately with some butter. And the butter needs to be boiling as well when we add it to the sauce. Now, once you've cooked these egg yolks, and you've got this wonderful foam, which when you take it with a teaspoon and put it onto your tongue, it doesn't just disappear. You can roll the foam on the palate. So you'll feel the texture of the egg yolks. Now that's the secret to keeping the hollandaise for several hours. If you don't cook the egg yolks out and you add the butter, it will just collapse to a soup within seconds. We've chopped the shallots finely because I like to keep them in the sauce. You can obviously put it all through a sieve, take the shallots out, but why would you want to do that? And then once we've done this, we're going to finish the complete dish because I want a béarnaise. So we're going to put lemon juice, a pinch of cayenne, salt to season, and then the final ingredient to change it from a hollandaise to a béarnaise is the chopped parsley and tarragon. A hollandaise is what we class as a mother sauce. You can just keep on adding ingredients into it to change the flavour. Another classic sauce from hollandaise would be to add a reduced tomato concentrate and turn it into a chaudron. There's nothing stopping you adding Pernod into the hollandaise. As I've said, lemon juice, just with plain lemon, rosemary. There's another flavour that works really, really well. And if we added sugar, then we'd end up with a sweetened version that you can put onto desserts. But then of course you want a reduction in the base. If you overcook this, you'll get scrambled eggs, obviously. But you will see a change in the actual sabayon as it's cooking, and these eggs as it's cooking. When it starts to thicken, I can see it thickening. I can see the texture in there now. You can see the marks left by the whisk as I'm whisking that. So I'm going to get a little teaspoon now and then just check the consistency. I'll take that off the stove for a second. Teaspoon. That'll go for a little bit longer. A little bit thicker. There. Wonderful thick texture. The next ingredient that we need to add is the boiling butter. You can see the butter boiling in the pan. Straight onto these cooked egg yolks now. You add it slowly, as though you were making a mayonnaise. And then we start to add the seasonings into that. So take them and put that there for a second. And let's get the salt and pepper. So I take a pinch of cayenne. Salt. And a squeeze of fresh lemon juice, and we made. And now that you've got that, take it out of the hot container and put it into a cooler container just to stop the cooking process. Got a cold bowl, so we take our hollandaise that we've just made, take it out of the hot bowl so it doesn't continue cooking, we don't split it, into a cooler bowl. Just looks so wonderful. And then lemon juice to finish. Mix that in there. And there you are. Keep that in a warm environment. Put some cling film onto it. Just keep it warm and it'll last 4, 5, 6 hours quite easily. It's magnificent. Homemade hollandaise sauce. And if you want to turn that into a béarnaise, chopped tarragon, chopped parsley, and it'll be wonderful. Enjoy.